It's the Poker News Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LFG podcast. Jamie, old times. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
This is actually the 859th episode of the Poker News podcast. I am here with Jamie Kerstetter, filling in for my Holtz and Kyna.
Jamie Kerstetter.
Team Hot Dog.
Oh my God.
This is, we're not going to lie, we've been looking forward to this one.
Aw.
Because, you know, me and you go way back with the LFG podcast, and then you guys are Team Hot Dog and seeing each other, I don't know, but probably every week or more. I don't know.
We talk like 500 times a day.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a fun episode, and let's just start with this WPT news that broke. Last week, we had Adam Pliska here in studio, me and Mike Holtz. We got to go into the details of the Club WPT Gold, and you were heavily involved in this. When the announcement happened, you sent out a tweet kind of getting people their first opportunities at this thing. Tell us a little bit about it and, you know, what they should do. I know you got a special code.
Oh, sure. Yes. My code is Jamie, Jamie. I'm going to be plugging that. But yeah, it's a $5 million free roll, $1 million for first 100 win seats, 10K. Mystery bounty. The final table mystery bounty goes from 200K to 0.
Wow.
And we're doing the 000,
like
comma,
those.
000 for the slow peelers.
Yeah,
so
I
we
love
like
that.
catch the moment the heart breaks. But yeah, this free roll is being put on as like a giant launch party for Club WPT Gold, which will be a sweeps coins model poker site that is coming to the US in January. And I'm heavily involved. I'm super excited. I can't wait to play. And to show it to everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be in 46 states and all of Canada except for Quebec, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
It feels a little hateful when we're like, almost everyone can play. Not you.
Well,
And
it's not our fault. It's
Yeah.
the states
not.
and their stupid regulations.
But to Quebec, I want to say sorry.
Kyna, were you excited when you heard this news? I know Mike was
Yeah.
super giddy about it.
No, it sounds really exciting. Like, I mean, it's just they're making more of an event out of an already exciting event, and I think that's awesome. It gives you a lot to look forward to. It gives you a lot to like hope for, right? Like, because it's 2,000 seats, right? Yeah. So not everybody gets to play, you know, and you aren't going to see all the regular people that are always playing. You're just going to have to get lucky. You're going to have to get one.
I'm excited about it. This is just going to be the free roll portion of the WPT World Championship at the Wynn, which is coming up in December. There's a whole festival from December 3rd through the 23rd. Of course, the $10,400 buy-in. We talked about it with Adam Pliska because I know there were people who were wondering, like, oh, is there going to be a guarantee? How big is it going to be? It's not 40 million like last year. There is no guarantee on it, which is, in my mind, fine because it's going to take care of itself. It's going to be a great event regardless. It's still going to attract. And then they're giving away $5 million. So just imagine that it was a $40 million guarantee and they missed it by $5 million. They're still giving that value, just in a different way.
And if people are going to make their decision based on whether there's a guarantee or not, like, okay, like go to an event based on what event you think you'll have more fun at and what event it will, work out better for you. I mean, a guarantee is nice, yeah, but it's a 10K. It's still going to get pretty big.
Yeah, if they didn't go
Mystery
with
guarantee.
they didn't go with my marketing strategy about the zero guarantee, which is to show that part in Tommy Boy. Where he's like, I could take it in a box and slap a guarantee on it, make you feel warm and cozy inside. But, that was my idea. And Adam Pliska's got a little decorum to him. And he was like, I don't think we're going to go with that. But honestly, last year, everybody was worried, oh, they're sweating this $2.5 million loss. Oh, my God, what's going to happen? Are they going to cancel this event? And this year, they're like, we'll just lose $5 million on purpose instead.
Which I don't know. I like everything about it because it is a great, obviously from a marketing tool, because they're like, hey, we got this Club WPT Gold coming up. What can we do? So it's great for marketing, but it's also not asking a lot, right? It's literally just, I did it. As soon as you tweeted, I'm like, oh, me and Jamie go way back. I'm going to use her code. And it took just a couple minutes and boom. And now I think have opportunities to win various giveaways.
I'm giving away $50,000 at least worth of raffle tickets. So you have a chance. It'll look a little sketchy. Like, oh, the winners are just Kyna and Chad and Neutron. A dog can win? No, we're doing it RNG method. I'm hands off of this. But so if you guys win, you legitimately won. Congratulations.
I mean, I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to say I'm going to win one. Like, I win raffles a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I win the high hand prizes all the time.
You really do.
I win like the giveaways all the time. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to get one. I'm pretty confident about it.
I thought you were going to go with the Tommy Boy saying, I can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take a butcher's word for it.
There's so many good ones. That was my favorite movie. Oh, it's still pretty high up there, but
Chris Farley, he's a Wisconsin boy. Miss that guy. The WPT World Championship, the Invitational, it's all going to be great, but there are 3 $1,100 buy-in tournaments that are going to be absolutely massive. The WPT Prime, of course. There's a seniors event, 50 plus, and then the Ladies Championship, which you're very well acquainted with.
I made it to that final table for about 3 seconds a couple years ago. But yeah, it's a great event. First is like well over 100K, and it's just awesome. It's really nice for there to be another large buy-in Ladies Championship instead of just the one in the summer. Because a lot of times you think Ladies event is going to be a small buy-in, but 1K is no joke, 1,100.
No, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm going to play it for sure.
Yeah, that is going to take place December 14th through the 15th. I asked Pliska when he was here last week. He confirmed that there will be a players party at some point, hopefully December 11th, because that's my birthday. And I like to pretend it's my birthday party. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and that is starting next week, we're going to have a brand new sponsor of the Poker News podcast. I'm talking about the #1 free poker app, the official WSOP Play Money app. It is available right now to download, and you can start practicing your skills today. Not only that, you can get extra chips, bonus chips, by playing the mini games. I am talking about the Daily Blitz, video poker, slots, and spin the wheel. If you love poker, play poker, but be sure to take advantage of our bonus code. Click Get Chips, and in the redeem field, put PokerNews, and you will get 1 million in chips. Yeah, we'll talk more about the WPT World Championship coming up. It's going to take place at the Wynn, which is great, but we can talk about the Wynn. It can be included in this conversation, but I know you guys like to play at South Point, which I don't get to often because it's on the other side of town. And I was recently at the Poker Hall of Fame room at the Horseshoe. I haven't been to the Venetian room yet, which I know you guys have. So it just got me thinking about this whole thing. Like, let's have a conversation about our favorite poker rooms in Las Vegas. It doesn't have to be consensus. I'm sure, we'll vary on this thing. For me, the top place, and as far as quality and amenities, is the Wynn. But to be honest, like, that's a tough field. Like, it's not very soft when I've played there in the past. I don't know. What are your guys'? Obviously, South Point is
we are required by sponsorship to say South Point because we are legitimately sponsored by the hot dog.
They made us jerseys one time. I'm just telling the truth.
I have pictures flashing right now, by the way. I did have that prepared.
But I tried to get a hot dog sponsorship out of them. I was like, just give us like a lifetime supply of hot dogs that are $1.50 there, but they didn't write back.
Well, I got a free hot dog one time from the drawing.
What'd you have to do for it?
Remember when I pushed the buttons? It was a button pushing game, and I won a free hot dog.
She did.
Jamie, Kyna's dropped the team hot dog quite a few times over the course of the show. I want to hear it from you. What is team hot dog? When did it start? What is it all about?
What does it mean?
Quick. Okay. So a few months before this ladies team tournament that Lupe Soto runs for the Lip Store, they drop all this info. They're like, hey, get your teams together. Kyna's like, hey, we should have a team this year. And we're in a group chat. And I was like, okay, when's the event? Thinking it's in like a week. And she's like, it's 4 months from now. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not planning 4 months from now. You have to give your team name in. So fast forward like a month, I'm like buying hot dog patches. We're like talking to South Point to get jerseys made. I like really did a 180 when I realized how fun it was going to be. And then it literally became our entire identities. So, it was a slow start, but
Jamie travels a lot. And so it's like hard. She was like, I can't really commit to something that's 4 months away. I'm like, okay, put it on your calendar. And if it comes time and you can't go, we'll find somebody else. Yeah. And like you said, like it was like 2 or 3 weeks later, you're like picking out hot dog stickers and patches and you're into it. And you're like, I'm never missing this.
I'm an all or nothing kind of person. Yeah. Like once you have my buy-in, I am literally like, I will live and die for the hot dogs. It just took me a little like out of the gate to commit to something 4 months away. I was like, are you crazy? Does any poker player do that?
If it's important enough.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they just announced the WPT Wynn Championship details just 3 months. 3 months was good for...
That was kind of funny. I understand people want to make their plans and stuff, but I got asked from friends who definitely don't make plans more than 12 hours in advance, being like, when is the schedule out? I need the schedule. I'm like, call.
So South Point, a fun place to play. I've played there a little bit, but it is a far for me to go. I think my equivalent to it that I do like to play at is Red Rock. It's more of a locals casino. I don't know, that's close. It's fun for me. But let's talk down here on the Strip, which is just outside the studio here. Like, where are some of your favorite rooms to play? I haven't been to the Venetian Poker Room yet. It's driving me a little bit nuts. You were there for the grand opening. Not only that, you were the first person in the history of the new room to fold a hand.
I got roasted for this so hard. I had people being like, you don't know how it works. I was like, how many people have played a ceremonial first hand? Like, is there really like a set of rules for how you play this? I forget I had like 6 deuce something on the gun. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like respect the game of poker and fold. And everyone's like, 15, 40, but all in.
I think there were collectively boos though too.
They did. I got booed.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's not every day you get booed in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got booed by Nelly.
But I tipped my whole entire stack to the dealer. Someone's like, "Oh, she really needs that 300 that bad." I was like, literally in the video, I'm like shoving my stack to the dealer. You know what? I don't want to talk about this. I have PTSD over this.
Well, we do find ourselves at the Venetian, though, quite a bit lately since they opened the new poker room. They're doing a lot of good promotions. They're doing a lot of fun meetup games. The room is really big. And I'm not sure if I think they worked out the food situation a little bit better now. They're still somewhat in the works with Grand Lux, but they have like room service or something that you can order. But there's like restaurants everywhere. There's Samba like right there. There's the Grand Lux right downstairs. And it's easily accessible. Like the parking garage is not great, but it's like not as hard to get out of if you can find your way out of the maze. It's not as bad of traffic as the parking lot at the other side on the Venetian. So I found myself there more than anywhere else, I think, lately playing.
Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, isn't there I know they do a lot of meetup games. I see it on their Twitter, but there's also a ladies meetup game,
Yeah,
right?
this is where they won me over. For me, Wynn tournaments, it's hard to get me to go to other places. Wynn tournaments are my favorite. Venetian for cash games, though. That room is awesome. It's quiet. There's no smoke. There's no slot machine sounds. There's nothing. Like, you're in a place where you're like, this is a card room. Tommy, who runs the room, is awesome and is letting me...
Major League Baseball player, Tommy Larosa.
Really?
Did you know that about him?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a fun fact.
Man, we're going to bring a baseball and have him sign it.
He had a baseball card, and I'll flash it on the screen if I can find it.
That's so sick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to find this.
He is, like, this was his idea, because I had run ladies meetup games in quite a few other places, and he was like, why don't you run them more regularly? And I was like, okay. Once a month I'm going to do it. They're providing a budget for us to have giveaways, go to dinner together, stuff like that. So it's not just a ladies meetup game. We're like, hey, come here, it'll be fun. They're actually incentivizing bringing women into the room, which is not that normal. It's hard to get a giveaway budget for anything, and it's just nice to feel supported and have a place to, like, I don't know, promote and hang out in when we want to. Cool.
We talked about the first meetup game on here a couple weeks ago, and I went to it, and that's, along with the theme, I won the drawing. They provided like 4 spa packages, and there weren't like a ton of people. So it's not like I beat out 200 other women, but I won one of them, and that was really nice. I used it the other day, so it's like really cool that they did something nice like that for the first one, and that they're going to continue to do that. Sure. It's pretty awesome.
It's cool. You get at least a couple new women every time.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we have to do. It's just like a welcoming place to play your first poker game. Everyone's gonna be nice to you. You're like, ooh, there's prizes, whatever. It's low stakes. I don't know. I really like meetup games. I've come a long way since my 21-year-old self was like, we're all the same. I don't want ladies tournaments. Now I'm like, oh, it wasn't about not being able to compete with men. It was about that sometimes you want to hang out with women. Like, men in poker hang out with men all the time. Right. Once in a while, it's nice to just be in the environment where you are like everyone else around you.
Tommy Larosa, I found it. I'll show you guys this here, and then I'll flash it on the screen so people can see it.
Wow.
He went to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
What a stud.
He was drafted in 1996 by the Minnesota Twins. He's
1996.
Yeah.
It's like the Space Jam year, huh?
I love Tommy. Tommy's one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Been there many times playing, and also when I worked for the MSPT, Mid-States Poker Tour, we would go there. So I definitely need to check out the new room because I love the old room. Like Venetian was towards the top of my places to play. I also really enjoy, I don't know if you guys heard this. So the only poker room downtown right now is the Golden Nugget, which I really like. It's one of my favorite places to play. There's no cap on their no limit game. But I heard a rumor recently. I have no idea how credible this is. I just seen it in some Facebook groups, but that they said they thought the Circa was thinking about opening a poker room. And then I dug it deeper, and it doesn't seem like it's the Circa. It seems like it might be the D, which is both owned by Derek Steven. And apparently they're closing a McDonald's in there, and there's a rumor that a poker room might go in there.
Oh, interesting. Well, that'd be fun to check out, too. Anything new and exciting.
Circa would have been cool just because they have that fratty sports bookie. I feel like it matches that place better. Don't you feel like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I think
I
maybe they could use the D as a test, open it, see if it
Have
works.
you ever used the D as a test?
I do all the time. Mm-hmm.
I know what's getting clipped for this week's episode. So Golden Nugget, I used to love playing at Binion's down there. The Four Queens, I've never played at because poker hasn't been there. They used to have the Four Queens Poker Classic there. But I mean, I feel like what's the newest poker room that's opened here was the Resorts World. I like Resorts World.
I like Resorts World. I think I go there pretty frequently. I also go to the Aria. I like Aria has the Aria smell, and so it's just like nice. But I like the PLO game at the Aria. I think that's really fun, and that plays pretty well. And if I'm going to go play cash and I want to play PLO, I go to the Aria.
And I played PLO at the Aria not long ago, and $500 was gone within an hour. And I was like,
An hour?
An hour.
Well, that's a good session, man.
Yeah, I mean, I go a little ham when it comes to PLO. So
You could lose a 500 in like one hand, man.
And that's true,
you made
yeah.
it last an hour. Good for you. They lose 500 in the slots in like 10 minutes.
Speaking of a Resorts World, a good opportunity for me to plug that, and I announced this in last week's episode, Poker News Podcast is doing our first ever meetup game. That's not the first podcast we've done a meetup game for, though, Jamie. We did a LFG way back in the day.
It's fine.
Jamie will come and be guest of honor.
I still have the poster.
I know they made us into cartoon faces, and it was so cute. We took a bunch of pictures in front of it like we were celebrities. We're like,
I
oh
think
my
you
God,
showed me
we're
that. Yeah,
cartoons.
flash picture.
We had like a banner made, and that's still hanging in my basement back in Wisconsin right now. We held it at the Treasure Island Poker Room, which is no more. They shut down actually like a few months later.
Wasn't it right after that?
Yeah.
I felt like it might have been our fault.
I think so. Sounds like it.
Well, hopefully Resorts World doesn't have that same experience when we do this Poker News Podcast meetup game. It's going to be October 12th. That's a Saturday. There is a 7 p.m. nightly tournament, which I think we'll all jump into. There's going to be some cash games afterwards. And this is going to be the day after the last code word is revealed in our Gold Pass giveaway for an NAPT Gold Pass. That's going to be on that Friday. So this will be the following day, and then you'll have one day after that to actually get the code phrase in. And I told this on last episode. Anybody who comes down to the meetup game and just comes and asks me, I'll give you the code phrase at that time.
What is the code word for today?
The code word for today. Now remember,
Hot dog.
It probably should have been hot dog. There are 6 code words spread amongst
It's close.
the Poker News Podcast and 2 episodes of Connor Richards' Life Outside Poker. His latest episode just dropped. It's with Maria Konnikova. You can go find that code word right now. You can listen to our past episodes to find more code words, because this is the 5th out of 6 code words that you're going to need for the phrase. And this week's is Kyna.
Oh.
Kyna.
It's me.
It's me.
So what you're going to have to do, like I said, put all 6 code words together to get a phrase. You're going to have a window of opportunity to email that to me, and you will be entered to win. We're going to draw a random winner on October 14th for a $10,000 gold pass to the NAPT.
Woo.
I'm excited to see.
That's really exciting. What a prize.
Yeah.
Thanks
I'm
for
a
listening.
Fan. I got to say, I hope I'm allowed to say this without getting in trouble, but like, of all the companies, like Wynn and WPT, they're like, they're my people. But I like PokerStars too. I think that they do a good job. They have like my favorite people. Maria Konnikova, Jen Shahadi, Alex O'Brien gets in the mix once in a while. I just feel like they're doing a lot of stuff for women too. And I just want to say I see it. And we're not enemies.
Yeah,
I like their commentating too. I mean, they're really consistent
Tapes
with
and
their
Hardigan are great.
Yeah, their commentators are just, they have consistently the same ones, and I think that's great too. I enjoy listening to them.
You just did some commentary, didn't you?
Last night.
Yeah, last night.
I'm busy right now. I'm
You're
tired.
all
That's why I'm
busy.
wearing a hat. 'Cause I'm like, then maybe I'll look like I slept. No one will know.
The chat was lit in that commentary.
Kyna was
too,
in there just spamming me. She's like, look at the chat. Yeah, I did WPT Australia last night. James Ops won.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
sick.
WPT. Yep.
he is going to be at the WPT World Championship now because he got a seat as part of that.
That is the only reason why, I'm sure.
Well, that's not going to be one of the weak spots. That's for sure. Let us talk a little bit, some other fun topics, Jamie. When we talked about the ladies, the ladies meetup game and initiatives, and like WSOP ladies event this past summer, that was a very big highlight.
Yes.
You ended up finishing in second place.
I had a good time. That was one of those tournaments where like I put chips in, I got more chips back for like 2 days. It was just like anything I did just worked. It was really fun.
Such a great feeling.
And then also, people gave me like the congratulations thing a lot, but I was like, I'm just super happy. There were so many people in that tournament. I won 6 figures. It was fun. The woman I lost to is like a very good player and super good at poker and got second last year. Imagine if I sent her home in second again.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, I'm the villain. Cool.
You were anyway when you busted Linda.
I did bust Linda Durden. If by any chance you're watching this, I'm still sorry. My rail was cheering for her instead, and I busted her, and I feel terrible.
I felt terrible that I missed it. I was actually recording an episode during the WSOP here in Level 9 studio, and I was messaging with Kyna, I believe, because she was over on your rail, and I was trying to finish up here so I could get over there in time, and I got in my truck, and then I got the message that you had unfortunately busted, but almost $115,000 to help soothe the pain.
One regret. My one regret is that I didn't get a rail photo for second place, because who makes the rules that only first place gets a rail photo? Like, somehow that's become a rule. I should have just gone over there and had, like, everyone do a sad face on the rail, because all I have are, like, pictures of, like, groups of friends and not everyone together. But
the
I had
memories,
the best rail.
the memories will last forever.
They were awesome. They were drunk. They're betting flops. They were screaming. Like, the flop would come out, and I'd hear, and I'm like, what? Like, we're playing heads up. Nothing has happened. I realized one of my friends, like, lost half his bankroll betting black or red. But, yeah, I mean, that was an awesome experience. I'm, like, very, very happy. And, yeah, maybe one day I win, but, like, I don't care that much, to be honest. It
was the second time in 2 years because you were in the tag team event with Corey Paget, Michigan guy, I believe. Yeah, really good. I've reported on him many times. And you guys were heads up there and ultimately second place as well. I believe he played most of the final table, though, right?
I played, no. We did every 2 hours, the whole entire tournament. I played till we got three-handed, and heads up, I did not want to play. Like, we had planned that up beforehand. I was like, I don't think I have good results in heads up. I haven't put time into it. So I was like, okay. And he was happy to play it. And it was fun because we were like secretly dating then. So it was I was like, don't make it obvious. Like, we don't want to So it was just like very fun to have that experience with him. And it like made our relationship better because we were like super kind to each other about mistakes. And it was like there was a hand I hated from the day before. He's like, we have chips. Like, who cares? And he hated this one hand. He like punted kinda and at the like heads up part. And I just was like, you found the one person who doesn't give a shit. Yeah. Like, I was like, I'm not like, oh my God, a bracelet, it means everything. I was like, whatever. And so that was like a cool experience to go through together.
Did you play the tag team this year? I can't remember.
I did, but it was during Jamie's heads up.
That's right.
During Jamie's final table. And so my partner, Sarah, played like 80% of it, I think.
I didn't get to play because my partner went deep in the, I don't know if it wasn't the Monster Sack. It was one of like the Colossus. I think it was the Colossus. And we had planned to play, but then he bagged a lot of chips and went deep. So it was... I was serious about this, and like Jeff Platt thought I was joking, but on one of the breaks from the final table, I was going to go play in orbit and then come back, and then he could stop sweating and go play the rest. And I got so caught up in my emotions, I completely forgot. Like, we were on a break, and I just was talking to my friends. I got back to like playing at the table, and I was like, damn it. Like, I was really serious. I thought I didn't want to miss the tag team event, but I don't know. That's a very silly thing to be thinking about when you're trying to win like a lot of money. I mean, it's D-Gen a little bit. Yeah, just D-Gen. And one thing I want to talk to you about was, because I wish I could have been there, was recently within the last few months, you got to go to Milwaukee, to Potawatomi Casino, which is my home state. Their room where I've been many times, played many times. MSBT used to go. The WSOP circuit was there. I made a final table one time. Got devastated by COVID, was shut down since the pandemic, and finally came back. And you got to go over there with Matt Berkey and some others.
J-Man, it was like fun.
Was it cool?
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I was hoping somehow they'd have like more events there, and we could like get a big group. And maybe they will. Like, maybe they'll have big tournaments.
I think they released that they're doing the MSBT there next
will
year.
Be back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you'll go to that, right?
Maybe we'll see. Yeah. I visited, not to like steal your thunder. I visited Potto recently too, though, and they were devastated by COVID, but they came back kind of strong. Like, everything's been renovated. Nice. Like, the sports book is new. Like, the restaurants are still awesome. And the casino is just like really fun to navigate. It feels like you don't know what part of it you're in when you're in it.
It's huge. Yeah. I didn't even know there's like another floor upstairs.
I was like, secret room.
The sports book is gorgeous. The layout, it's super cool. And I was like pitching to the head of the card room that like brought us out there. I was like, can we have a final table like in the middle of the sports book? Because they have a broadcast booth on a second floor up there, where like you could actually like watch. It's
that's cool.
It's very, very cool. But yeah, the poker room is just beautiful. But like sportsbook was like extra beautiful.
So maybe we do a hot dog trip to Potawatomi for the MSBT.
Sure.
I'm down. I need to check it out. That's my neck of the woods, and I can get some Wisconsin guys there For sure. I'm going to play a little game here in just a minute, but before we do, I want to plug again the WPT Global Gold. And I actually pulled the video from your Twitter, your announcement video, and I figured, why don't we just play it here on the podcast?
Thank you.
Yay.
All right, check it out.
Hey guys, I am super excited to announce the largest free roll in poker history. $5 million guaranteed, a $1 million top prize, 100 World Championship seats, all of this being given away in Vegas in December during the Wynn World Championships. So if you want to get in there, just go to clubwptgold.com, enter basic information, and in the promo code box, enter Jamie, Jamie. I will be raffling off over $50,000 worth of tickets starting this week all the way through the end of November. If you want to get into the most raffles that I'm offering, you just have to enter now. This is going to be like a launch party for the safe, secure site coming to the US very soon. Canadians are also welcome to enter these raffles because we're going to be offering it to Canada as soon as possible. So please join and enter code Jamie, and I hope to see you guys in Vegas.
All right, so there you have it. Jamie, tell them again, if they want to get on WPT, Club WPT Gold, how can they do it?
Yep, it's just go to clubwptgold.com. The sign-up process is 2 minutes. It's super easy. If you use promo code Jamie, you can get into my raffles for $50,000 worth of those golden passports.
It's crazy when Adam Pliska, WPT president, was on last week. He said, they're giving away 2,000 seats by various means, which kind of equates to like 1 an hour, he said at the time,
Yeah.
right? Which is just crazy. And I know you're going to do all kinds of raffles and fun giveaways and things. So.
I think it's going to be fun every week. So October 1st is our first, we're drawing all the ambassador ones for that past week. So we're going to have something like 40 drawn at once, and we're just going to put it on socials. And I have a lot of ideas from having a social media background of what to do with these winners, the ones who are fun and want to engage with us. We have a lot of stuff to do with them. So I'm super excited for this promotion. When I heard 5 million, I was like, you guys know you could just do 3 million. And my boss is laughing at me because he's like, I know. And I was like, literally, if we said we're having a $3 million promotion, you guys would be like, whoa, sick. I was like, there's just some number where it becomes I was like, I don't know what that kind of money is.
I think it'll be fun with anything. Anything. It's like tips.
Good.
Anything is nice.
I mean,
I saw that pod of yours.
It's crazy that somebody's going to get in through one of these means for free, essentially, and is going to win $1 million.
Yeah.
That's what first place is going to be.
And it's going to be Kyna, and that's crazy.
I was just going to say it. It's going to be me. I mean, I don't know how I don't win this raffle. First of all, I mean, the poker tournament, we'll see. But I'm definitely going to win the raffle.
I hope so. It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, before you can win the raffle, you got to try to win this game that I have.
Okay, let's play a game.
Jamie is a notorious tweeter, an ex now, but and you've won an award, right? Or didn't they do a tweeter of the year at the Global Poker Awards?
It should be called the tweeter of the year.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Twitter
have
personality.
the fakest Global Poker Awards possible, and I don't care. They're on my shelf anyway.
Well, I thought it would be fun to play a little game of who tweeted it. And it's going to work both ways. So we're going to start with Kyna. And we're going to, I got some tweets here. And I'll flash them on the screen so people can see it at home. You guys don't see it. I have it in front of me. It's either who tweeted it, Jamie Kerstetter or comedian Sarah Silverman.
Oh, okay.
All
Well,
right.
that's flattering. Even the chance that I could be mistaken, that feels good. Thank you.
I'm just going to read either the tweet or part of the tweet, and then you got to guess who said it.
Okay.
I think there's 6 of them, and then we're going to flip it. We're going to do, you're going to have to guess some of Kyna's.
Okay.
So, but not with Sarah Silverman.
And with Kyna's, it's is it Kyna or Donald Trump?
So.
Is that?
It's Kyna or celebrity.
I don't even have a response to that.
All right, first tweet is, I just tripped really hard and ate shit in front of an audience.
Jamie.
That is Jamie.
Memories from the summer.
Yeah,
I
June
know,
30th.
I was like, that happened this summer, I'm pretty sure.
What happened? Did you
I
just-
think we got that exact
Oh my God,
text
it was
too.
at the ladies' final table with tons of people around everywhere. But thankfully, it was the unofficial final table, so it wasn't filming yet. And there's there's the stage, and then there's a foot drop off right before you go to the stands. And I was talking to Lon McCarran. I love him, starstruck still, where I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to see you. I turn around to go back to my seat and completely miss the 1 foot stage.
Yeah.
And I fell harder, so hard that people in the room that were at other feature tables were gasping. And I had bruises. I showed her. I was like, I am injured. It was like, you don't feel the injury though because you're so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, I'm glad the embarrassment adrenaline is like masking this injury.
I think a lot of Jamie's tweets too start off as group chat texts. So that one definitely.
That's where I workshop. Yeah.
Well, here's the next tweet. I'm asking as someone who doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell and doesn't care a whole lot, beyond being curious how it was decided. I know there's not a lot of context there.
It's not, yeah, there's no context there. I don't know. Probably Jamie.
It was Jamie. And the context was, it was a follow-up tweet back in May to why does only one online result count towards WSOP Player of the Year when some of the buy-ins are huge and have arguably tougher fields?
I was sticking up for my homie Holtz.
Yeah?
Like, I think that some of the best players in the world have a lot of good results online, and I don't know why they don't count. I feel like it's a lot more difficult to play like a 10K online. Like, that field is very, very hard. So yeah, I don't care about POI, but like I know some people really, really do. And I do think that they should count more results than just one.
All right, Kyna, you are 2 for 2. Next tweet. I have spent half my life watching cute dog videos and the rest of it I have wasted.
I mean, that feels like a trap because Jamie definitely would say that. So I'm going to say Sarah Silverman.
That's what I wanted you to think. And that is a Jamie tweet
Wow.
from May 16th.
Wow. There's levels to this game.
I'm like, there's no way Kyna will think I would put 3 in a row. All right, so you've got 2 points, 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Next tweet. Your inability to see yourself clearly is what's keeping you alive.
That's probably Sarah Silverman then.
That is Sarah
Okay.
Silverman.
I wish that was mine. That's
That's
pretty good.
good.
Yeah.
The next one. It's hard to watch someone else living my dream.
Oh, Jamie said that.
Yeah, she said it in response to a February 7th tweet from Las Vegas locally. A drunk guy is climbing the sphere.
Yeah.
You know, I am obsessed with the sphere. I dressed as the sphere for Halloween last year. I was an inflatable moon and I put lights all around me. And I went to a pub crawl and I didn't realize how ridiculous that outfit was until I was like in bars trying to get a drink. And I was
you
like,
were late
"Look,
too
look."
because you had an outfit
It
malfunction.
popped.
We had to
My
wait
outfit
forever.
popped and I had to duct tape my sphere
Yeah.
together. But I am so obsessed with the sphere. When I saw the drunk guy climbing it, I was like, that's worth jail time. Like, he looked like he was having fun.
I remember that story. Yeah, he had
I
to
feel
pay
like
a lot
my
of money.
tweets aren't going to be as fun as this.
I mean, she's won awards for it, so it's hard.
Awards for my tweets.
The next one, nothing seems crazy when you're used to it.
Sarah Silverman.
That is Sarah Silverman.
Okay.
So you got 5 of 6.
Yay.
That's
I
pretty
mean, the
good.
dog one, I like in any other context would have said Jamie, and I probably remember you even saying that, but you tricked me.
All right,
5 out of 6 is good. I'm in trouble.
let's switch the roles. Is it, who tweeted
Not
it?
in
Kyna
slots.
England or celebrity? So
Celebrity.
Just celebrity.
Just random celebrity.
Just random
Okay.
celebrities.
I feel like you made mine harder.
Well,
I don't tweet as much. You're going to know.
all right, here we go.
Okay.
First tweet. Okay, boys, what's your ball size? This is from...
I'm trying to get reads now. I'll pick celebrity.
This was a
I don't
celebrity.
think
Yeah.
why would I tweet that? I'm not
You-
crass.
trying-
You tweet a lot
I'm
of
not
crazy shit, as we're going to see.
what she just said? I'm not crass.
That was a 2013 tweet from Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
Tweet number 2.
Kyna England or Nicki Minaj?
Tweet 2. I love Stephen King and have read a lot of his books, but I never read Dr. Sleep, and I am just imagining it to be 100 times better than the movie.
Look at her face. Her nose is twitching. I don't know what that means yet. I don't
I
have
didn't
a
have to
baseline
analyze you. I just knew.
yet. Celebrity.
The tweet goes on, which I'm watching now, and it's very good. It's on Hulu if you're looking for a good weekend watch. Kind of, how was the movie?
It was really good.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I really
I
do.
need to go 4
I really
for
do
4.
like Stephen King a lot.
Me
And then
too.
I got a lot of response to that tweet like, "Hey, have you seen his Twitter?" And I'm like, "No, I don't look at people's Twitter when I actually like the content they produce." Like, no,
That could only
thank you.
ruin it. Yeah.
All right, you're 1 for 1.
Yeah. 1 for 2.
Or 1 for 2, yeah, so 1 and 1. Next tweet. Thanks, guys. I had no idea a pickle was really a cucumber. You guys totally confirmed it.
This is not fair. Kind of.
It was Kim Kardashian
Oh,
from
I mean, they're the
2010.
same.
I actually did do like a poll though, because we had a dinner where we argued about, I forget if corn was like a vegetable or something. And so I was trying to remember, I'm like, did I say that? Like,
That's pretty good if you don't know. You pick some good tweets
I
then.
can't remember.
Oh,
All right,
man,
well,
I'm going to go 1 for 6.
I'm just gonna say, like, you can't catch her now, so you're gonna win this game.
Yay.
But you gotta try to have some redemption here.
okay.
Next tweet: trying to learn new things as an adult has major Ralph Wiggum feels.
Celebrity.
That was kind
That
of
was me.
October
All right,
21st,
I'll
2023.
tell you why this isn't really fair, and I've had her muted for years. I don't know what she tweets like.
You lie.
I have no idea.
You lie.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
She's just not as obsessed with me as I am with her because, oh my God, it's Jamie
She does that
Kerstetter.
when I'm in a tournament. Like, it'll be dead silent. Oh my God, it's Jamie Kerstetter. And then people turn around and they're like, oh, she must be really full of herself. Like,
That's the best part, though.
The next tweet: I don't need to buy anything on Black Friday. I just want to get in a fist fight at Bed Bath & Beyond to feel alive.
this fits her very well, but I think you're trapping me. Trap.
So you're saying celebrity?
It's celebrity.
It was a celebrity.
I used to work at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Whoa.
Get in
Yeah.
any fist fights?
Not fist fights, but I did yell at people a
Who
bunch.
said that?
Conan O'Brien. I love me some Coney.
Yeah, he's cool.
That feels like more like a Haley tweet than a Kyna
Yeah.
tweet, though. Like, I don't choose violence that often.
Haley has probably gotten a fight in like a department store before, I would think.
All right, last tweet. You've gotten what? You're three out of
Three for
five.
five,
Yeah.
I think. Maybe.
Last tweet then. Man, you gotta love when you pick up some good D. This was arguably one of my favorites.
Celebrity.
I did say
That
that.
was kind of hashtag Let's Go Cowboys
Wow.
from September 10th, 2023.
God, I'm bad at this game. I hate losing. Can we play heads up? I need to foot race.
Oh, you want to lose
something.
again?
I want to race you guys. I don't know.
That was a good tweet. Yeah. That was like Cowboys defense went off. And I was like, yeah.
That was fun to go through your guys' Twitter, thread and then find some comparable ones, like, try to match it up. But
I had one from a really long time ago that you ever have someone just like a tweet from like 10 years ago and you're like,
It was
what
Chad.
were you doing? It was probably Chad going for this contest. But I had one where I was drunk and I fell asleep and at 2 a.m. woke up with this burning idea in my head and I write the draft down. And it's a couple days later and I forgot that I had written a draft down. And I was obviously drunk during this one. And it said, what if Jaws is really a nice shark? He just hates piano. And I was like, oh my God, I need to drink more. Like, I was like, I'm really fun. But imagine finding it like days later. You just wake up and you're like, what is this?
That's a good one. Done it.
what's your
Chad tweets?
Well, we should. I'll tell you my best performing tweet.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the end of the WSOP in 2021. The World Series was closing up at the Rio, and I took a selfie of myself with the empty hallways of the Rio behind me, and I'll show a picture
Oh my God,
of
is it
this.
the wife one?
This is the wife one.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So I left Vegas. I was going back to Wisconsin, changing planes in Denver, and I was just sat up at like a restaurant feeling like, all right, I got to put this picture out there. Not even really thinking. I didn't put too much effort in. It just kind of came out, and then somebody retweeted it, and it just went, poker viral, if you will.
You got to put it on the screen. This one deserves its own. Like,
It was so. It was a picture of me in a mask, selfie with the hallway. It says goodbye to WSOP at the Rio. Since my first visit in 2009, I estimate I've spent 1.5 to 2 years of my life actually inside these walls. It's where I won my bracelet, lost my virginity, met my first wife, and met the woman I'd leave her for before meeting my second wife. So many memories. And I think it was where I met my first wife and met the woman I'd leave her for before meeting my second wife that people just went
so
nuts
good.
over. And I've never been married.
People
for the
took it
record.
very seriously, and I think that was good. I think you've made a really good tweet, a really good joke. If like half the people are like, man, that's messed up, and the other half like get it.
Yeah.
Like, so that there's people who are like, wow, that's so screwed up, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, good. 50-50 is like perfect.
Yeah,
Good
there were
ratio.
people like, who would marry this guy?
Right.
And, like, let alone two, and then there were people who took it serious, like, you're a piece of shit.
Yep.
But no, that was probably my best performing tweet of all time. And now I kind of do this whole poker thrift tweet thing when I hit my thrift stores and find
What's
something.
the best
but-
thing you found?
Oh man, I've
The
shared
Nick
some.
Fertucci book, for sure.
Well-
Everybody should go out and get a copy of that.
It was actually probably this.
Oh, that was
During-
We
so-
all have one now, too, because of him.
Oh, nice.
It was during the NAPT last year. I went to a Goodwill down south, which was in close proximity to, you remember Jason Somerville's Run It Up?
Yeah, I spent many nights there
Yes, we actually
commentating Sydney streams.
And we did an LFG podcast from there years ago. So clearly they had cleaned out their storage or something, because there were dozens of old Run It Up merch there, including a bunch of these kind of shirts.
That's a really nice shirt.
So I bought a few and I tweeted out about it. And then Holtz actually messaged, like, where did you find that? And I told him he went there, he bought it all, and brought some of it and just started giving it away at the NAPT.
He just gave it out at the NAPT.
really
and
cool.
I actually love this sweatshirt. And you see, actually, you know who wears this all the time too? Landon. I see Landon wearing this all the time. And I wear it like regular, like to work and everything. It's a great hoodie.
Yeah.
And a callback, the very first episode of the new Poker News podcast that we did here at Level 9 Studio with Kyna, Mike, and I, we all decided to wear this.
Sponsored by Spraggy. Spraggy's playing the W Coop series right now, right? And he's streaming a lot, so I like watching him, so check him out too.
All right, well, I need to wrap this thing up, but before we do, Jamie, let's talk again real quick about the WPT World Championship, the
What's
Invitational.
The code again? What's the code?
Code Jamie. No, I do want to talk about the actual event. Like I am very happy to work with this company. This is corporate Jamie. No more talking about D with Kyna. They really put together an awesome schedule. Wynn people are awesome. Ryan Beauregard, awesome. Love working with him when I get a chance. Adam Pliska, nicest human alive. And I'm excited. I think they do everything right for players. I think December is going to be really cool. This free roll is going to be awesome. I hope people that I know and like win a bunch of the money in that. And I also hope that like Deb from Nebraska wins like $1 million. Like some people who are playing that are going to be like first time big tournament players.
What about Linda?
Linda Durden, if I could somehow rig all my contests for her to get seats, I didn't say that. But, no, I'm really excited. And yeah, the ladies event, that again. And I don't know. I'm not really like good at hyping this. Except
gonna
to
be
say
awesome.
that I don't play a ton of live poker anymore, and I cannot wait to play that
Yay.
series.
Deb from Nebraska was my first wife in the tweet, by the way. Tell them the code word and where they can put it in.
If you go to clubwptgold.com and put in code Jamie, Jamie. I also have JAIME because Lupe Soda tried to hook me up. And she's like, hey, everyone use code JAIME. So I was like, I'm going to have to link
Get
that one
too.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll have $50,000 plus of golden passports to give away in a bunch of raffles from now till the end of November. So if you get in now using my code, you get into all the raffles.
I know a bunch of other guys, Brad Owen, Rampage, they're doing stuff. So a lot of opportunities to win your way in. It's going to be an event you don't want to miss. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll win my way in or not, but I'll be there regardless because it's just, you're in Vegas. You got to be at the Wynn come December. Like it's only been 3 years, but it has become that big.
Yeah, let's go.
And while you're at it, put in the code word, but also do us a favor, like, subscribe, review, follow us on SoundCloud. That's brand new. And remember, as you're watching this, the last, this Gold Pass is winding down. And there's opportunities to win extra entries by giving us the 5-star review, by following us, by subscribing. Check out the article for all details. I am Chad Holloway, Jamie Kerstetter for the Old LFG podcast, Kyna England here, the Poker News podcast. Until next time, we'll keep a seat open for you.